Niben Makwan Dijnakas Makwan Totem. Good morning, members of the media. Before I comment on the Manitoba Chief's continued rejection of the First Nations Education Act, I'd like to acknowledge the Algonquin peoples who have lived here in their ancestral homelands for thousands of years before the first cold grey stones were cut to build the institutions of the recently arrived Canadian government. I'd also like to acknowledge and say miigwech to the pipe carriers, the fire keepers, and our ceremonial people who keep our spirits strong to protect our treaties with one another and with the Crown, so that we may someday build relationships based in mutual respect and prosperity. This new education bill is outside of the vision and optimism that many of us hold for a prosperous treaty-based relationship.
Be it therefore resolved at a duly convened council meeting in Elsipogtog, let it be known to all that we, as the Chief and Council of Elsipogtog, are reclaiming all unoccupied reserve lands.
We actually live there. It's not just a camp. It's our home. So basically, they're trying to put an injunction on our home.
With children in our education system, we'll say that the birthright of my children cannot be negotiated away from the conference room floor in Ottawa after a short discussion and a pre-negotiated resolution. Any mandate to negotiate anything respecting the education of our children has to flow from each community's meaningful participation in a respectful recognition of the treaty relationship.
We've been trying to get out the media to date very unique criminalization. We're not criminals, we're not looking for violence, we're out there trying to protect the water and our land and our food so that our future generations.
Indigenous identity, our children can accomplish great things and help build a future of prosperity for everyone to enjoy from a treaty-based relationship. The residential school system was a direct attack on the prosperity of our people by denying the potential of our children. I believe that this bill is tarnished by the same thinking that gave way to the creation of the residential school system.
Hitting all of us, it's affecting all of us. And in order for us to make a difference today, and to make a difference that's going to, reflect in a really positive light for our great grandchildren, we're going to have to start making a difference today. Walk away from people who try and criminalize this type of activity.
Responsibility to ensure that the voice of our most sacred is heard, and that we all make a stand in any way that we could to ensure the water's protection. We must unite on all fronts and take back our rights to protect the Earth's lifeblood.
Our people are out there just protecting and doing our duty to protect what's ours, what's never been ceded or surrendered.
What are you going to tell your grandchildren, great-grandchildren you did to try and change what's happening? Because industry is totally polluting the environment and it's impacting all of us. We're experiencing global warming, and people that are doing agriculture aren't going to be able to grow their produce now. It's not an Indigenous problem, it's the whole world's problem. And we're in the forefront because we're doing what we've always done for thousands of years. We're being responsible for our duty. We look 7 generations ahead before we do any projects. We're not worried about today, we're looking ahead. What are we going to leave for our future generations? That's us years. What are we doing now that's going to impact your descendants? 7 generations, you'll still have descendants coming out of your family. What will they have to say about what you did?
Is that we're doing it for the people, not just Indigenous people, not just environmental people, but we're doing it for all people. And guess who's there? Tribal people supported by environmental organizations and citizens are standing up and saying, no, we're not going to let you go through here.
It's our duty to stand up and say no.